Good afternoon, I'm Assad Ahmed. You'll probably know that drivers in London are finding many petrol stations are out of fuel today after panic buying over the weekend. Well, some drivers are waiting on forecourts for delivery lorries to arrive while pressure increases on the petrol stations which are open. Frankie McCamley has more on this situation. Frankie.
Yeah, well, Assad, I mean, this is toilet roll gate all over again, isn't it? The industry saying that there's plenty of supply, but people just aren't listening, and we're told not to panic buy. But then the word spreads. You see all this media coverage of all these big queues outside forecourts, and it's just a snowball effect. And now we've just come full circle, and we actually do have shortages at the pumps and big queues outside forecourts. They're causing big traffic jams across London. As you can imagine, it's affecting people's work who rely on cars like electricians trying to get out and see their customers. They simply can't. And people getting very frustrated. This morning we spoke to a chap in Brent Cross. He said people kept cutting in front of him in the queue, and it was getting very, very frustrating. Let's just see what he says.
I've been here ages, mate. Yeah. I was down at the bottom there, and the queue was on this side. Sorry, the queue was on the left-hand side. And all of a sudden I've gone round the corner, it's on the right, and I'm left out on... it's ridiculous.
So more than 2 hours. No, I've been here since 6.
No, I haven't been queuing for 2 hours. I've been queuing for about half an hour. But the point is, back down there, the queue has switched from one side of the road to the other. And if you're not savvy, you get caught out.
Getting very frustrated there. What about key workers? What's the impact on them?
Well, we're seeing some key workers taking to social media saying, like nurses, doctors, I simply can't get to work because I've got no petrol in the car. We also spoke to an ambulance driver. He was on his way to work this morning, and he told us he thinks the government should have acted sooner.
The government needs to have been on the front foot, because the thing for me, that they've been on the back foot too long, and they're saying now that they're thinking about the army. That should have happened 2 weeks ago, because now we're at a place where a lot of smaller stations have run dry.
We've also heard from the London Mayor this morning, Sadiq Khan. He says that key workers should have priority at the pumps. That's what he's calling for. And if you're using public transport, then TfL is saying, do not worry. They have a guaranteed supply of fuel. So the trains, the buses will keep running.
OK, Frankie.